This is a HeadGum podcast.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Slugbooks is back.
I love Slugbooks.
Yeah, they're one of our first sponsors. It's a seasonal thing. It's a college textbook thing.
Yeah, college is about to go back. Y'all are about to start again.
Remember back to school shopping, how fun that was as a kid? You get to buy a ruler. Every year you just get to buy a new ruler.
That. Are you kidding me? You bought a new ruler every year?
I love my ruler.
My dad got me one ruler in first grade, and he said, this is going to last you till high school. And every year I lost it, and I had to get a new one. He would beat me with a new ruler.
Okay.
I had to get beaten in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, for those of you in college, you know how expensive, it's a racket college textbooks are. They just charge more and more money for the same old books. It's not a good deal. So what can you do? If you go to Slugbooks.com, it compares the prices for all the cheapest sites online, like Amazon and Chegg, so you can save the most money. So instead of searching one by one where the cheapest book is, all you have to do is go to Slugbooks.com, put in the ISBN numbers of the books you need, and you'll be comparing the exact same book as the one your class requires across a ton of sites.
This is such a good, kind service. I feel so good about endorsing it. I could talk for hours on how evil college is.
Yeah.
So, but they're trying to squeeze every single dime they can out of you. Don't give it to them.
You can get cheaper books, and if you go to slugbooks.com/Jake or slugbooks.com/Amir, you save money on textbooks, and you see a little cartoon version of me and Jake as little books.
Now that's fun.
It's cute. It's friendly. It's fun.
Why is it friendly?
Just because it's like.
Why is it friendly? You often say things are friendly.
It's cute, it's fun, and you're not friendly. How are you friendly?
All right, good.
Sometimes these books are costing $200, and you can get it for as cheap as $10 online. Don't be a fool. You got to go to college, perhaps. You got to buy books for those classes, so you might as well save as much money as possible. Don't get slapped with Jake's dad's ruler. Go to Slugbooks.com.
That's right, Daddy.
I'm man enough to admit that. Slugbooks.com/Jake or slugbooks.com/Amir to save a lot of cash on college textbooks. Check them out. Great sponsor. It's supporting the show while saving money. It's a win-win-win situation. All right, let's get started. This episode was super, super fun. You said a really poignant thing at one point, and I feel like it's important to make sure you're at the very least listening up until Jake's really poignant point.
I don't know if it's like T-shirt, because most of the shirts have to be funny.
Yeah, it's not.
But sometimes you can have. I think sometimes you can have a poignant T-shirt.
Yeah, that was your failed website idea, right? Poignant T-shirts, full poems and sentences, paragraphs almost on a shirt that goes all the way to the back.
Just wise sayings on a shirt.
.com. All right, let's get started.
Check it. If I were you, let's go. Check it. See, I'm the John Wolf of rap, and y'all in big trouble. Every scheme is so legal, yet so subtle. Get your clam dip ready when the show's on. It's getting hot and heavy, turn the volume low, mom. Real emails, but fake names. Advice hotter than the females that Jake bangs. Sports and math, the Mia's two favorite things. Choose about to work magic like David Blaine. FYI, if you ever try to stake a claim, you'll end up MIA like paper planes. From NY to LA, where it's always sunny. I ain't never been, but I hear it's lovely. If TBS don't pick him up and share their money, that would be total bullshit. Very funny, like Hitler got the one cool mustache. It's getting real on his podcast. Make him say, hey, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Make him say, hey, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Make him say, hey, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Make him say, hey, na 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 na, na 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 na, na na na.
It's one of my favorite songs, I think.
This one.
Yeah.
Not the original.
No.
Who sang the original? Make him say,
Master P.
What does that mean to make them say na 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 na?
Make them say like you're fucking them so good, and they're saying like
and then is he saying na 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 na, or is he saying make them say na na na?
I don't think they're like groaning and then saying na 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 while he's fucking them. I think it's like sort of like make them say and then part of just like the song
is saying na na.
Yeah. Was that a full on Master P? It wasn't a cover. Like that seemed like an original song with like a nod to Master P.
Yeah, he paid homage to the pupil,
to the greats.
But it's honestly
we stand
futile.
on the shoulders of giants.
If you want to stand on your clients and call themselves tall, that song was written by Keenan, whose Twitter name is Karuna Powers, Karuna Powers. Wanted us to give a shout out to that.
To his Twitter, he has a tight flow.
Yeah.
I really liked his flow.
His tweets are actually pretty interesting too.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me a sample.
Okay.
An example sample.
When in Rome, order Domino's.
Huh.
Pretty funny.
Very nice.
Eating an egg white omelet is like eating a sandwich with only crust. I don't quite get what's the metaphor
but you
there.
get it because it's the worst part of the eggs. The worst part of the bread. Not everybody agree because some people like crust, but whatever. I like it. I dig that one.
Saw me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. I even had her in the shower. It wasn't me. She even caught me on camera. Wait, what? You're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, that there's definitely some holes in the logic of Shaggy.
She even caught me on camera. It wasn't me.
I mean, she walked in on you, right? Even if it's not camera, it's like...
And then last one, pit stains are my way of showing the world my shirt doesn't work as hard as I do.
Oh, I like that one a lot. That's my favorite.
These date back to April, so I don't know if he's tweeting as much anymore, but thank you, Karuna Powers. Thank you.
Now you better get back on it because we just got him. We just bought him 1,000 new followers.
Came over. He's at 298 right now.
I'm going to follow him. Right
He's
now.
He's at 299 right now.
How do I spell it again?
Karuna Powers. As in, he has Karuna powers instead of, like, superpowers.
Got it, yeah.
This is, If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the entire internet, hosted by us. I'm Amir.
And I'm Karuna Powers.
Oh, my God, it's true. You're a secret hero, and now your identity's out.
That's right, everybody. This is my Twitter, and that was my rap.
That's why I loved all those tweets. You got your glasses, right?
Yeah. Oh, I have them in my backpack, actually.
Did you wear them today?
I have not worn them today because I don't really have to wear them during the day. It's only at night, really, that I can't see.
Is that true?
Well, I mean, it's hard to see things all the time, but like...
Me. Is it true you can only not see at night, or should you wear them all the time?
The doctor said I didn't have to wear them all the time.
Oh, dude, the doctor? It's an optometrist. It's not a real doctor.
They are. It's a DR in front of it.
Shit. Well, what does he know that I don't?
It was a she. You went to the same optometrist.
Sexist. The doctor was a woman. I know what you're doing. You're dipping your toes in the glasses water. At first, you don't want to be the kind of guy that's just the glasses guy.
I mean, when I put them on for the first time, it was too powerful.
What do you mean?
I had to take them off because I could see too clearly. I didn't feel like I should be allowed.
I could see,
to see that way.
Yeah, like I have perfect vision. No one man should have superpower. You felt like it was too clear, even though you had clear, perfect vision probably for the first 20 years of your life, even more.
Right.
But then once it starts to slip, you put the glasses back on and you're like, no, this is too much.
This is too good. I don't need to read the ingredients in the cereal from here.
It's as if you have x-ray goggles and you were looking at like women undressed and you're like, no, this isn't fair to them.
Exactly.
But in fact, it was just like, no, I shouldn't read street signs this clearly.
Right.
Did you follow Karuna Powers?
I just followed him, yeah.
All right. So we're going to be answering real emails from real people. Wait, did you say you like your glasses or not?
Here, I'll put them on.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this isn't really it's not a visual. I won't really. All right, you can. I mean, it's already happening, so you don't really. It's just that.
Well, it's for you, this is going to be your live reaction.
Okay.
To my glasses.
Warby Parker.
Shout out, even though they didn't pay us.
Here we go. Oh, my ham.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Glasses and a mustache.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have a mustache right now, too, for all y'all listening out
so
there.
You look like a German psychologist.
Oh, that's
You definitely
nice.
look a lot smarter.
Do I?
Should I take a picture and put it on my Instagram for people to see? Is that how you want to debut it?
I don't know, because like I feel like the lighting is. We'll take a picture.
You don't have to take one right now,
right?
But
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
So by the time this is online,
right,
people will be able to see it.
Or tomorrow morning. How about 11 a.m. is the reveal?
Oh, the grand debut.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll debutante. You'll be a debutante.
Because I'd like to go somewhere to light it.
Oh, so you want it to be outdoors? Or you want it to be during the day?
Well, let's go to the top of Griffith Park or something.
Oh my God! You want me to take a hike with you?
I know
to
the
top
exact spot I want to do it.
I don't want to do it anymore.
All right, I'll do it as a selfie.
Give me that selfie stick. All right. So these are real emails from real people. I'm gonna let's give them fake names just to preserve their anonymity. You know, because I wanna help these people out, but I don't need to out them.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, here we go. First one is from a teenager. Who's a teenage boy that you know? A little teenage boy that you like?
A young little teenage boy.
Teenage boy. Yeah, teenage boy. Who's a teenage boy?
I don't know if I want to play this game. Come on, Jake. Who's a teenage boy you like?
Who's a little teenage boy? Just name this imaginary teenage boy.
I'll just name people I was friends with when I was a teenager.
Because you don't currently know any teenage boys.
I maybe have a cousin that's a teenager. I don't know. I don't actually know.
All right.
Anyway, this one's Corey.
Corey writes, "Hey guys, I need some advice. I'm a high school student who masturbates on daily, as most boys my age do, and had come across a bit of a problem. Normally, I erase my browser history after I watch porn. This way, I'll never get caught, even though no one in my house uses the computer but me. The computer is in my room, so it's easy to pull up some porn, squeeze one out, then erase the history within a minimal amount of time. One day, my sister had come home to visit the family, and I heard her catching up with my mom and dad downstairs. I hadn't fapped the day before, so I was aching to do so now. I decided it was safe to do it because I would have plenty of time before she came up to see me. This was the biggest mistake of my life. I had finished and I had opened my internet history, and before I could click erase, I heard her coming up the stairs. In an act of panic, I left my desk and went to the bathroom to get rid of the evidence. When I came back, she was on my computer. She screamed. She just wanted to check her emails as she ran out of the room. I sat back down at my desk and realized that my history had been left open, and I was in complete shock. The worst part was that all the porn I had watched had revolved around brother-sister stuff and anal. I think now she thinks I want to fuck her in the butt. The thing is, I don't. I just watched that video because it was in the new release section, and I found the chick so hot, so I watched it and clicked on a couple of suggested videos. Now she avoids eye contact with me at dinner and avoids me altogether throughout the day. She's going to be here for the next month, and I don't know what to do. Should I corner her and force her to listen to me? That way I can explain, or should I just leave it alone? What should I do? Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Love, Corey."
All right. Well, real quick, anytime you think you need to corner someone and force them to do something, that's not true, and don't.
Well, he just wants to explain.
Right, but still.
He should really corner her before he explains. That's when you force someone into a corner of a room.
The worst thing you could do when you need to talk to somebody is corner them.
Yeah, so that way they can't escape in two directions, and then you just sort of close off the other.
Let's not corner anybody. Part 2... I think it's really funny that he was aching to fap because he had gone one day. And also you felt like you had ample time because you thought you had like 30 seconds.
Yeah, ample time for me is like my parents are going to at least the grocery store. Not my sister is downstairs having a conversation.
That's not even ample time. Like, somebody who's gone for a weekend, that's ample time. Because I really like to tease it out.
This is like Mission Impossible.
I'm all about that edging shit.
He's all about like that doors closing and he's tumbling underneath a closing garage door, grabbing his hat at the last second.
Like, how is it even that? Like, it's like he just wants to nut so badly. I feel like you wouldn't find some joy in just doing it later in the evening when you have a little more time to yourself.
Or what about doing it in a private location? Like, can't he fap without porn for just this
or
one?
Take your phone into the bathroom.
This 1 second.
It's like I can squeeze this in under 5 seconds. Like, that's not that good.
You realize this guy hadn't nutted in 36 hours though. He just had to get
also understand being a teenager. That's like,
yeah, that's a long time for him.
Him nutting isn't like saying, "Oh, now I'm not going to jerk off later." He'll just do it several times in a day.
Well, first of all, my advice, even before this situation, is private browsing.
Because then you don't have to erase.
Yeah,
Dude,
there's incognito mode, there's private browsing, there's ways for it not to save onto your computer locally. That way it doesn't access the cache, it doesn't go into your history.
You watch a lot of snuff porn, right?
Yeah, but nobody will know because I'm completely off the grid. Also, what I'll do is load the videos, then turn off the Wi-Fi. Yeah, that way I'm not even attracting a signal, so people can't actually take that data.
You are a little too paranoid.
I feel like they're intercepting the signal and they can unscramble the binary and see
unplug
the
all
shit.
my devices and I sketch a little picture of a nude woman.
Then I burn it when I'm done, and I take the ashes and I wet them and I drink them. That way, by the time it comes out of me, it's completely indistinguishable.
Wow. And okay, cool, dope, man, that's smart.
Yeah. That's why I had all that stomach issues from drinking ash.
Because you set a lot of fires in the yard. I think you jerk off to sketches, maybe too much.
I'm starting to just jerk off to the fire. At this point, the fire gets me off. However, this ship has sailed for this guy.
The ship has sunk.
So what now? Do you explain to your sister? Well, do you understand? Are you in this, like, just because that's the theme of the porn you watch, does that mean that you don't actually are into that?
I understand. And actually, personally, I find myself sometimes watching the incest videos because I like...
Turn off the podcast, Mom? Or
Mom, oh yeah. Fuck. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Mom, delete this episode. Never can these words grace your virgin ears. Just because, like, if you like amateur porn and if you like POV porn, for whatever reason, there's a lot of this. I don't know. Sometimes, like you say, you're just attracted to a girl and you're not necessarily attracted to the fetish, but you want to see her naked, so you watch the video. And then, of course, if you're in the incest mode, there's going to be other incest videos. And if you find those girls attractive, you'll watch them. And I've been there, and like I'll find the girl hot, and I'll find the like way they're shooting the porn hot, and then she'll be like, "You shouldn't be fucking me. You're my brother." I'm like, "Shut up." What are you talking about? That's not the sexy part. The sexy part is that you're having sex.
So brother-sister porn is just regular porn, except every 3.5 minutes they're like, this is bad because we're brother and sisters.
It's bad exposition.
Yeah.
It's not clever writing.
It's too much pipe, I feel like. It's too expository.
Not enough pipe.
Yeah,
actually.
can't we get back to the actual story?
So I guess... You're not asking for this advice, but sometimes I'll find a porn video that has good sound bites, and I'd leave the volume on that, and then mute the brother-sister one.
Wow, okay. Now you're really getting...
You don't want to, like, be jerking off to completely muted porn, but also now, at this point, you can't tell your sister, like... It's probably more embarrassing to tell her, like, no, it's not... I'm not into incest, I just... really wanted to see that particular girl get fucked.
Right. Is that better?
No, I think you, like, can't talk about this. Here's what I want to say, though. There's a chance that huge chance, likelihood actually, that she didn't read the titles of the video. She probably just saw a naked person on your screen and ran away.
Oh, so you're saying...
There wasn't, like, I don't think she pored over this screen being like, I'm imagining in his mind this is like shot in this like really
cinematic
jaggedly
way.
Yeah, and like there's
Inserts.
like crash zooms of like
brother,
sister, anal,
sister,
blonde hair, her blonde hair. She's like, oh no, this is me. And then you like coming out of the bathroom tugging at your dick still inside you. Like, oh no, you didn't see this.
Yeah, and then you're coming again because this guy probably gets off to his sister.
Next thing she knows, you're cornering her. Like, it's not wrong. Just let me explain. It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Turning her around for some reason.
Yeah, no, I think you might want to trust that she didn't read too far into the videos.
Yeah, or you can just casually drop hints like over dinner and be like, I don't like... So, like, I would be eating a Salisbury steak.
Like, oh, Amir, would you, or Corey, would you like some A1 sauce for your steak?
Yeah, I like A1. I don't like anal sister brother shit, but I can go for some steak.
What's that, honey?
I don't like I would never fuck Samantha.
Okay.
Okay.
Very well.
Cool. So we agree. I mean,
You said yes to A1?
Yes, I will take the steak sauce, mother. I do want my steak to be slightly more seasoned. I do not want to fuck my own sister in the buttocks. Now,
And
you go with.
steak is juicy, not quite juicy enough, so I'm going to slather it with sauce. Thank you, Mom. And to you, sister, I'm not attracted to you physically. I just hadn't fapped in 36 hours, so I was aching to do so.
Where were we? Oh, right.
Namaste.
We were talking about.
And I'm choking on the steak.
Oh, Jeopardy's playing in the background. Can we just have one meal without Alex Trebek fucking narrating the whole thing? That's the dad. The dad's losing it, but for different reasons. I feel like every bite is a daily double, for Christ's sakes. So you're saying don't. There's a likelihood you didn't see, so there's no need to open that Pandora's box.
I think sometimes people like tend to over-explain something because he's gone into his head and he's being a little neurotic about it.
Yeah.
So like, let's just trust that she was in her own world, saw something she didn't want to see on her family computer, and she went away.
This too shall pass.
Yeah. And like, if you're overthinking it, maybe she's not. Maybe you just like start acting a little cool, and she'll act the same way.
Or
Okay. Love this.
You find porn that's the opposite of that, and make sure she sees that.
Oh, leave it open.
So leave it up. Sister, don't catch me looking at.
Oh, geez, it's vaginal hetero, and they're just boyfriend girlfriends.
Oh, that's my fetish. If you ask me, I'm pretty into that.
That's what's weird about porn. There are all like these crazy fetishes like that. I'm not necessarily like a cheating fetish. I was just thinking of. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this person's going to cheat on their husband or wife with you. I'm like, that doesn't make me happy to watch.
Right.
I don't need to see, like, all you really want to see is the
intercourse.
Yeah, exactly.
So is there porn that's just two people hooking up on a third date?
Yeah, there is.
It's called Third Date Hookup.
Well, fuckmefinally.com is my porn site that I haven't launched yet, but it's all about just like,
I believe somebody took that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Fuck Me Finally right now is a site that somebody built. I think they tried to turn it into a If I Were You script archive using YouTube closed captioning based on the videos we've uploaded.
Really?
I can't vouch for the efficacy of the transcriptions, but at the very least they tried.
That's cool.
So what we were saying, that your specific type of porn is
just people that you've like wanted to fuck for a long time, and then you get to.
Oh, like the stars have finally aligned.
and
like
actually,
she had a boyfriend, you had a girlfriend,
Right.
then the other way around, and like
I think there was like an element of we shouldn't be doing this, but like not in a illegal way or like a
Right.
really amoral way, but just like
what else is there? Why else would you not want to? Shouldn't be doing it if not for illegal or amoral?
because like someone's gonna come in or something. Like, oh, we're in a dressing room, or oh, we're in like the bathroom at a party, and people
Right.
are like knocking on the door.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily what I was thinking, but
But now that I've cornered you,
I can get out of it. I think it might have been cheating porn, actually.
I really fucking get off to that. I'm sorry. I've caught myself in a lie. All right, so don't tell your sister that you don't want to fuck her.
I'm
Instead,
into-
just don't mention it at all.
You could also plant porn on her computer, like incest porn, and then you confront her about it.
Oh.
And you're like, I saw this porn on your computer. And she'd be like, no, that's not me, that's you. And you're like, I'm not into that. That was just on my computer once. And then she's like, oh, I guess it was just on mine. And then you're like, okay,
yeah.
it seems like a fluke of the internet. And then you guys could hook up.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, where did you get that? I didn't want that. Neither did I. Oh, don't hit me. Oh, you're slapping me. Oh,
slapping her?
yeah, you're getting into it. And then, like, you start.
Why slapping?
Because it's like, oh, get away from here, Corey. Oh, get away from here, Samantha.
Oh,
and then it's like, oh,
They
you're.
sort of like have a sibling wrestle like they
Yeah.
haven't had in years.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like you're such a dillweed, you're such a bonehead, and then
Yeah.
like they roll over, and then all of a sudden she's straddling him. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, they're breathing a little heavy. The moment hangs thick in the air.
Uh-huh.
Nobody knows what to do. She
Right.
wants to get off him, but he puts his arm around her waist and they kiss. Finally, fuck me finally. .com. Well, that's the stinger. Fuck me finally. .com.
Nice.
Thanks.
Next question. Let's see here. Oh, I need another guy's name.
Eli.
Right. Hey guys, about 6 months ago, I was transferred offices from New York to Ohio. It came with quite a substantial raise, so after a long talk with my wife, it was agreed that I would go. But however, my wife would not join me. She is an only child, and her mother became quite infirm within the last year, but refused to go into a home, so she moved in with us. She was in no condition to be moved, so my wife stayed to take care of her, and I moved. Flash forward to now, and I've been driving back and forth once a month to visit for a weekend, but other than that, I don't see her very often. We do FaceTime every night, though. Last week, I was invited to dinner at the house of someone I worked with, along with some other coworkers, including this woman from work, who had just gotten out of a relationship. She got very drunk that night and openly and embarrassingly in front of everyone told me that she'd fuck me if I wanted. I was very thrown by this, and I told my wife later that night whilst we were FaceTiming. To my surprise, she told me to go for it. Like, huh? Because I only get to see her once a month, you might imagine that often it is quite dusty in the basement, if you know what I mean. So she told me it was cool to hook up with this woman. Is it actually cool to do this? I feel like kind of weird about it, hence my email, but my wife gave me a very clear go-ahead. Why is she so cool with this? Do you think it's because she may be getting it on with some guy on the side too? I used to trust my wife implicitly, but this has given me second guessing. Anything you guys could add would be great. Thanks, Eli.
This is so weird because it's like he's got this amazing pass and you're squandering this opportunity.
Because he's just like, wait a minute, if I do it, wait a minute, did you already?
Yeah, but like who cares? You're allowed, like you want to take her up on it. Like this is cool. Like why is she so cool with it? I guess I want it. Wait a second. Now I'm really mad. Nothing bad has happened yet except she said you could fuck somebody else.
Yeah, but
like his mind immediately went to she's cheating on me.
Is it? Yeah. Would you give your significant other pause if she said that?
I guess I wouldn't. I wouldn't be like, okay, yeah, I guess you said go ahead. Wait a second. That must mean you're cheating. Like, I feel like I would have a way longer conversation. Like, are you really being serious? Do you want to have an open relationship?
You can't be serious. You know what I would do? I think this is the best of both worlds. You do it and don't tell your wife about it.
Of course, yeah.
That way, it's totally guilt-free. She doesn't know that you did it.
Yeah.
And technically, it's not cheating.
And
she allowed it.
But, like, how do you tell that to the coworker? Because she's like...
You tell her the full story. You say, I talked to my wife, and she said that I could.
Yeah.
The question is, will it become weird at work? And probably yes.
Of course, yeah. You were having an extramarital affair with a coworker, so that's bad.
Is it an affair, though, if it's allowed?
I think it's still an affair if it's outside of the marriage, right?
I don't
know what the definition of an affair is. We're getting into semantics here, though.
That's not the issue. The issue is, what does he do?
And did his wife... I feel like his wife agreed to this because maybe she's just like... It probably isn't because she's cheating on you. I feel like that's something dudes do. I bet his wife is saying this because maybe she feels bad that he is all the way in Ohio alone. And she's like, I'm not giving him enough satisfaction.
It could be a test. And if he does it, it could be one of those situations where he's like...
Doing it is definitely failing if it's a test.
There's no test where fucking it is.
It's a test to see if you got cojones, brother.
Do ya? Do you have it? Guts. I probably would be too scared to do it still.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you asked to do something that was like not you asked to do something that was sort of like bad, and your mom was like, yeah, you know what, go ahead, you do it, like you don't have a curfew tonight, and you're like, well, really?
Because I don't want to get in trouble.
Because like, all right, fine, I'm gonna come home at 11 anyway. Like, in the absence of rules, do you still behave?
Yeah,
well?
Like during the purge, I'm probably just at home watching TV, just in case the rules are off or I'm checking the calendar wrong. I'm still taking a fucking baseball bat to anybody who tries to come in.
Right.
And that's guilt-free.
The purge.
Yeah. That's allowed in the purge. But I'm still... Because I feel like some people have a internal moral compass that even in a lawless chaos, dystopian or utopian, depending on your definition, it doesn't allow you to act out of turn. Like if murder became legal,
would we do it?
Right? How many people would?
I had a conversation with my brother actually 2 nights ago.
He started strangling you at the hypothetical.
I came up with something that I thought was really wise, and I'm going to share it now.
Okay. This blends
him,
into a Blue Apron ad.
I told him, you don't have to go to the grocery store and you don't know what amounts of basil to buy. I told him in life there are little boys, big boys, and men. Do you get where I'm going with this? Little boys follow the rules because they are told to.
Okay.
Big boys break the rules because they say, hey, fuck you, no one tells me what to do.
Yeah.
But men do the right thing even though they weren't asked.
Okay. Oh.
That's right. You guys can, if you are on an iPhone, just rewind, press the little 15-second rewind button twice, and you will hear that golden nugget of knowledge.
And it is free?
Again,
it is free to listen.
It's free the first time. If you want to listen to it a second time, Venmo me $5
through textjake.com. So, 2 things. One, why is it 2 types of boys and then men? Shouldn't it be like...
Because it's sort of just like that. All right,
there's boys, teenagers, and men or something like that?
Yeah, but like it's a little more poetic to say little boys, big boys, because that's sort of like are you a little boy or are you a big boy?
It feels like
I'm
there's
neither.
3.
I'm a man.
I feel like there's 3, and you're saying the first 2 are like little versions of each other, and then there's a man.
Right.
It's like there's boys, there's little men, and then there's big men.
No.
That's absurd.
It's little boys, big boys.
I
and
know.
men.
I know what you said, but I'm just saying. I
am the artist of the saying. You can. I mean, I'm not the first person to say something like this. There's other ways.
Obviously, I am the best person that
I
has
think I
ever
said it best. Yeah, I mean, it's like songwriting and poetry.
Yeah.
These are the words that I chose to express myself,
Right.
and I think they're perfect. And clearly, you've got an issue, and I wish you'd grab a tissue. No, you can make it. You can put your own spin on it. You want to categorize it a little more than I did.
I want to say, in life, there are birdies, there are giraffes, and then there are little boys.
Actually, I like that a little bit.
It's kind of like drugs. In the beginning, you don't smoke weed because it's forbidden. Mm-hmm. Then,
that's little boy.
If you're pretty cool, you start smoking weed.
Ooh, now you're a big boy.
But then, if you're really, really cool, you're like, oh, I don't like smoking weed. I don't like what it does to me. I actually don't like it.
Yeah, now you're a man.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think this is where I came up with it. Because, like...
Were you high during this?
I was stoned out of my fucking mind.
Yeah, you were baked.
I was waked and baked.
You had a wheat thin that night. You had a munchie.
I had a weed thin.
Nice.
You ever do weed brownies? Me and my brother made wheat thins.
Weed thins.
When you're talking to a kid, it's like, hey, do you want to be a little boy or a big boy? Little boy, I'm going to have to change your diaper. A big boy, you go to the potty all by yourself.
Yeah.
It's like that.
And if you're a man, you get your own frickin' diaper.
Yeah.
And I'll shit where I want.
I make money, so I buy Depends, and I shit in them.
While I'm driving. A hot burrito snack for later, I say. So how does this relate to this? Oh, because if you're a man, you wouldn't do it just because of your own internal...
Yeah, like in an ideal world, you just don't want to cheat on your wife, even though she gave you the go-ahead.
Yeah, I wonder if that's true.
I guess that's like why the test is in place. That's why we're calling it.
Do you not cheat on your wife because of how she'll react, or do you not cheat on her because of your own... you feel like that would be disrespecting her implicitly.
Yeah.
Like your penis sort of belongs to her at that point.
Right. I mean, when it comes to cheating, at least for me personally, it's never about like, I can't cheat because my heart will stray. Like,
Right.
I can fuck a million people and not feel anything for any of them.
That'd be awesome. You can fuck a million people.
Yeah, dude, in a fucking row with no break.
In a row. Like, that's how they're geographically located. Not like time-wise in a row.
Oh, no, I would
I'd
need
have to take
a week and a half off.
Yeah, 1 million weeks, 7 million days.
How long do I live for? But I think it's also wrong to say, like, the only thing that keeps you from cheating is that somebody will get mad. Because it's not necessarily just about that person being mad. It's about, like...
It's not about the result.
But, I mean, in a way, it's kind of just like, yeah, you don't cheat on somebody you love because it would hurt them. But it's not like, I don't want to cheat on someone I love because I'll get in trouble.
Right.
It's the actual, like, emotional damage you're doing.
Yeah. And for me, it's mostly about, like, I think if I ever cheated on someone, I would feel, it's like, I'm so nice and that I don't cheat, but then it's for a personal reason because it's like, I would feel too bad and I wouldn't be able to handle it. So, like, am I still being just as nice as a guy who doesn't cheat because they think that they don't want to hurt their significant other? If my reasoning is flawed.
Right. So it's selfish why you don't
yes,
cheat. No,
exactly.
but that's not true because you're like that. I think that makes you a better person. If you don't cheat because you would feel bad during it,
yeah,
you're definitely a better person because you're way less of an actual risk. Like, I don't cheat because I would make the other person feel bad. But every once in a while, I stop caring about that.
And that's fine for the night.
Yeah.
Fine for the night. Fuck being polite. I'm saying. So if I were you, I would not do it because I'm a wiener man. I'm a scared little wiener boy.
And if I were you, I wouldn't do it because you don't want to fuck with the relationship that you have with your wife.
So you wouldn't do it because you're a man, and I wouldn't do it because I'm a little boy.
I guess so. But also, full disclosure, I already have done it. I have fucked your coworker. I probably would do it.
If given the green light. Fuck it, I'll even take it. I'll speed through a yellow.
But since I'm a therapist on the matter, I would say I think it would make your life worse to do it. But
I think if you put your glasses on, I would respect your opinion a little bit more.
Okay.
Here we go. And...
I'd feel too guilty. What?
Oh my god.
Oh, wait.
That's the only difference between...
I want to fuck her. Don't do it. Do it. Oh my god.
Those glasses, you're like
Ask me a math problem.
14 times 14.
188.
That's close.
Really?
It's 196. It came up last episode and I didn't know it, so somebody tweeted that at me. 14 squared, 196.
Of course.
Of course. Now we know. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with more questions. Hey Jake, how well do you know HTML, JavaScript, Ruby on Rails, C++?
I'm more about HTML.
What?
Huh? I'm not even good at the jargon.
Well, guess what? You can still build a website.
Really?
That's right. You don't have to know code anymore to build a very professional-looking website. So if you ever find your place, if you ever find yourself, I should say, in a place where you need to create a website, either for yourself or maybe your mommy or daddy, or a friend or lover.
I'd love to create a website for my mommy.
Exactly.
My mother deserves a website.
And you can do so with Squarespace.
Yeah. Squarespace is a great place.
That's really good.
I did not know that was going to rhyme when I started a sentence.
The sites all look professionally designed, and regardless of how well you know code, it's intuitive, easy-to-use tools, drag-and-drop technology. It has state-of-the-art technology and 24/7 live support. It's also one of the most successful websites on the planet, so you know they're doing something right. It's trusted by millions of people. And the plans are very affordable. So you really have no reason.
Yeah, $8 a month.
That's right. It starts at $8 a month. And if you go to squarespace.com/ifiwereyou, you can get 10% off at checkout if you use the coupon code ifiwereyou. That's squarespace.com/ifiwereyou. Not only that, but you can start a free trial offer today without even using a credit card.
Wowza.
So when you do decide to sign up for Squarespace, just make sure to use our coupon code. They also give you free domain names with a year subscription to their service. And I know what you guys are thinking. All the good domain names are already taken. All but two, actually.
Yep.
Because
and we got them.
We found two pretty great ones. Jake, what's your available domain? By the way, last week you said dangleman.com? And somebody bought it and built a pretty awesome website on it. I highly recommend going to dangleman.com. Yeah, you see a little Jake and you can dangle him to and fro. He is just a real dangle man.
I think maybe I'll talk to this guy about, I would like to just make this my website. Oh, shit. Do you think Squarespace, we send these ads to Squarespace, right?
Yeah.
If anybody's listening at Squarespace, someone owns jakehurwitz.com and it's not me.
What do you think? It's somebody there?
I just think that they're...
Get it for me.
They're like internet people and they could help.
Also, somebody stole my phone. Will you get my phone and get my domain
How do I
name
get
back?
jakehurwitz.com back?
Focus.
I just want to know.
We're doing this ad. What's
Look up
your domain
jakehurwitz.com.
name? It's taken. Somebody owns it.
Yeah, but like I won't even like you're supposed to be able to see who it is, but you can't.
So off base.
This is so off kilter. Anyway, I want Dangleman to be my
Dangleman, help us.
whoever made Dangleman, reach out to me so I could put my contact information there, like the name of my manager.
Oh,
So I'll make it my professional website.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway,
Where were
my
we?
other website that I'm pitching that is still available while Dangleman and Jake Hurwitz are both taken is poignant t-shirts or poignant shirts.
Yeah, poignantshirts.com.
Poignantshirts.com. I don't know if we've gotten to the part of the episode where I said my poignant statement.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it might be coming up after.
It's coming up. So get ready.
Or, you know what? It might have already happened.
You know what? Then if it's already happened, you know what it is. And get that shirt up on that site right now.
And mine is dildude.com. It's like dildo, but a dude. A dildo dude. A dildude.com. Dildude.com.
DILDUDE.
.com. So thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode. Thank you as well to blueapron.com
I'm
for
a big
sponsoring
fan.
this ape.
Love them.
Another great one.
Yeah, they're great. The
Simple.
best.
It's easy. Let me explain it. Cooking dinner is difficult. Buying correct proportions is difficult. Blueapron.com makes it all easy.
It's not only difficult, it's a little wasteful.
It simplifies everything, and this is how it works. For just $9.99 a meal, they'll send you the right ingredients in the exact right proportions with simple recipe instructions right to your door.
Solid.
So let's say you're living with a cool lady or dude, or
You're
a
living with a
friend.
cool dude right now.
Yeah.
Me.
So we'd get a box with ingredients, specific, simple, easy, exact proportions, and they tell you how to cook the food, and then you make the dinner yourself, and you enjoy it a little bit more because you made it. And it's stuff that you wouldn't ever think of making, like short rib burgers on pretzel buns.
Yeah. You would never think that you would be able to make it. That you
Yeah.
would know how. And then suddenly you did.
Kung
and you're
Pao.
Instagramming a photo, and then like this hot girl that you likes the photo, and she's like, oh, this dude is a fucking chef of himself. And then all of a sudden you're commenting on your own photo being like, hey, you should come over and eat this meal with me. And then she's at your door and she's like, you should have called me before you made it because now it's a little cold. And you're like, I'll reheat it. And then she's like, I came all this way. And then you like, what? And then you kiss.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And you're saying you can do that if you go to blueapron.com/ifiwereyou?
Yes.
So that's right. You can get not only all that, and the specific story will happen to you, but you'll get 2 free meals just for going to blueapron.com/ifiwereyou. Great way to treat yourself. Great gift to give somebody else in your life. It really does turn you into a little mini professional chef of yourself for a couple,
I am a mini
couple
chef.
meals a week.
A mini profesh.
And there's meat meals, there's vegetarian meals. Just check them out. Blueapron.com/ifiwereyou. I have a feeling you'll like what they got cooking. And
Nice.
soon you'll be cooking it with blueapron.com.
Good shit, man.
Let's get back to the show.
All right.
We have a new show to announce.
Whoa.
We're going back to Cali.
Cali?
Yeah, we're doing a show at Irvine.
Nice.
Yeah, Southern California. Our first show in Orange County.
Hell yeah.
At the Irvine Improv
When is
on,
that?
I believe, October 14th.
Solid.
It's going to be our first show in Orange County, our first in a while in Southern California. So if you're around SoCal and you haven't seen one of our live podcasts, it's a big, cool theater, 500 seats.
Oh my God. Wait, are we selling tickets?
We are selling tickets.
Oh, then we should really try to sell it.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Okay. Hey, come. Yo, we're going to get fucked up. We're going to have fun. We're all going to rage. We're going to roll face.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to hand out little packets of
No,
Molly
what-
for
no, you
everybody.
Fuck it. If I can't sell tickets, I'll sell drugs. I'm not even doing a show. Come to the Irvine Improv and I will sell you a weed. Fuck it.
Me and my brother making wheat thin weeds.
I love that. Our last couple shows have been so fun. We were in Australia. That was crazy. We were in Montreal. Thomas Middleditch joined us there. Maybe we can get a special guest to come out in this episode.
Oh, man.
Who knows? It is
Now
in
we're
Los
going to
Angeles.
promise and not be able to deliver.
Not promising. We're just saying that's an idea I have. It might be fun if we do get one.
Yes.
So if you're at in or around Irvine or Southern California in general, Wednesday, October 14th, you can go to the irvine.improv.com to get tickets for that show.
Yeah, come on.
I'm also doing a one-act show, a one-act play, a reading.
Whoa.
Yeah, later that night at
where?
2 a.m. in Ontario.
Ontario.
It's a much smaller coffee shop. After it closes down, I break in and I just start reading
And
some of my own shit, actually.
Can people go?
People cannot get in, no. It's closed to the public.
I Periscope it.
I live stream it. Oh, that's another thing we wanted to do. Facebook allows you to do live streams now.
Yeah.
We should get into that.
We're going to.
This is a reminder. You guys can hold us accountable.
Yes.
We're recording this on a Sunday night. This episode's going up in a couple hours. I don't know what that means to you. I don't know if you want to say something or announce something like, what do you want people to know tomorrow, Monday, August 24th?
Tomorrow, I'm going to do. You and I are going to work out.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah. So
It's
maybe
gonna
if you're
be like-
listening to this, we're working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just think we and Amir are doing a deck of cards
Yeah,
workout.
yeah.
You guys can all do it with us.
Which is something your brother taught you.
Yeah. I might have told the story on the podcast how the first time I did it, I threw up.
Right. It's just like every suit is a different exercise.
Yeah. So you have a whole entire deck of cards. You shuffle it up. You assign a different exercise. Like hearts are
Squats.
squats. Diamonds are burpees. And then like each thing is a value, obviously. So like the ace is 14.
Right.
And
an 8 is a 6, and a
Right.
4 is a 9,
Obviously.
and so on and so forth.
so you turn over a card and you just whatever workout it's
You do it.
Yeah.
And what does it add up to, the 1 through 14? You ended up doing like, what, 60, 70 things of everything?
Oh, I have no idea. But whatever it is, it's like fucking really hard. You get drenched with sweat.
It sounds like CrossFit. It
Right.
sounds dangerously close to CrossFit.
Yeah, but CrossFit's like all about maxing out too. Like
Yeah,
this is,
like
you don't
doing
max
weights.
out with any of this.
Do you use weights, or are you just using your own personal
Well, I think tomorrow
body?
we're going to use the 25-pound dumbbells for the squats.
Oh, that's a weight.
Yeah.
We don't have 25. We only have 30s.
Oh, even better.
Even harder. So maybe we should do 5/6 of the number. That way it's like we're doing 25 pounds.
No, let's just beast it.
All right, I love that. Headgum, I think we're going to add some new podcasts to the network this week.
Oh, so I was just talking about our exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. We're adding new podcasts to the network.
I can't be for certain, but if you go to headgum.com and see a couple new shows, you're not freaking out.
Yeah.
We're expanding our family with some awesome new content. So if you're
Pretty
bored after
solid.
this podcast, there's always more episodes on at headgum.com.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
David Young was on Streeter's Talk of Shame.
Oh, I haven't listened to that yet. But
We'll put a little clip of that at the end of this episode. It was really funny. He has one story about meeting Dave Matthews, which I think you would really like.
oh, really?
Because he gets really, really nervous about meeting Dave.
That's so funny.
Have you and David Young talked about your love of Dave Matthews?
No, I didn't know that he loved Dave Matthews.
Yeah, he says it was like his most influential and best musician of the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
That's why he was named David.
Of course.
Yeah. That makes sense. He did change his name to Dave. Yeah. All right. Shall we answer one last question?
Yeah, last one.
But then we really, really have to eat.
I know, I'm so hungry, dude.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, you're crying.
Yeah. I'm not stalling. I am just crying. Which one should we read? Here's one.
All right.
Another dude's name. Ricardo.
That's one of your friends?
Yeah, sure, why not? Ricardo writes, I've always loved eating pussy. And like Jake, I enjoy a good rimming while I'm down there. That's licking the asshole in case the phrase doesn't travel. My
Thank you, Ricardo.
my girlfriend enjoys this too, but there's one complication. Her asshole is kind of hairy. Not dirty or stinky, just a bit hairy. Her pussy is totally Hollywood, I might add. She waxes on the reg by her own volition, but because she waxes herself, Believing salons to be overpriced here in London, she doesn't complete the job front to back. It is by no means a deal breaker, just smooth skin feels better on the tongue, anus-wise or other. She's kind of sensitive, and it's her body, so I'd rather broach the topic in a subtle way rather than making her feel pressured to do anything she doesn't want. She hates the pain of waxing, so I've offered to do it for her, which surprisingly she's up for. But even then, I think flipping her over and tending to her ass might embarrass or upset her. If you were me, what would you do to try to move towards a less hairy, rimming experience? P.S. I also wanted to positively review the Text Jake experience. Was just one purchase text and a little embellishment. I went from silent treatment to O-face with a previous lady in my Tinder days. Ha!
Ha!
Are people still texting Jake?
At a slower rate, but
it's still coming in.
Yeah, there's been a couple times where I was like, maybe we should stop doing it because it's not like, I don't know, it's like kind of hard to keep up with.
Right.
Because there's still like 5 to 10 a week. And I have to answer within 24 hours. And apologies to some of y'all because I don't always get to do it.
You're only one man.
But yeah, I mean, like,
feel you owe it to society.
Yeah, because every once in a while, every time I'm thinking I don't want to do it anymore, somebody sends a question that I'm like, damn, I'm really happy I got to weigh in. I'm happy I got to influence this.
You saved somebody.
Yeah, and I mean, with this, I got somebody laid. That's great. What a fucking amazing power.
That was without your glasses. All right, so this dude, hairy butthole, ever experienced something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely, yeah.
So,
I mean, because he's saying it's not even like hairy it's not like hairy, overly hairy.
Right.
It's just a little hair and he doesn't want anything.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, I've never had a hairy butthole for more than a couple times. Like, it's like this,
Ooh,
it matters.
Tell me who had a hairy butthole.
I'll tell you after the podcast. But there was a hairy butthole.
To me. Who?
Say it
I can't read lips, fucker.
I clearly whisper it audibly. Hold on, let me think of a name that someone that I've never. It couldn't be like possibly, so I can finish this bit. So like, ask me who did it. It's like just mouth.
Who was it? Just mouth it.
Alicia.
Yeah. Nice.
So.
You did date an Alicia for a year.
Yes, but she had a completely barren asshole. But what I'm saying is if it's just a hookup, it doesn't quite matter. But this is like a real relationship, a girl that you have to revisit. So it's a bigger deal. I was going to suggest what he did, which is offer to shave her, and then he can just do it himself. I feel like that's not embarrassing if he's like, oh, look what I just found.
I guess one thing to consider is that she's like, I don't think it will embarrass her because one, she did say that she wanted you to wax her. 2, you already spend time licking her asshole.
Right.
So it seems like she won't be totally averse to you being near it. And I think maybe the way to do it is not by saying, let's wax your asshole. Maybe you just say, like, let's do, like, a Brazilian, which is the buttocks as well. And maybe she'll know that.
Yeah. Maybe you can be like, all right, done with the front, and now to navigate the thicket that is your butthole.
But you don't need to like full on flip somebody over. If it's just the butthole, you could just,
do
let
it
a little bit
front.
of wax drip down.
Yeah. And then you say,
the taint.
should I wax or use a machete to get through the rainforest that is your anus? I mean, my God, woman.
I also think that if you are so into the butthole that you want to lick it, that a little bit of hair shouldn't throw you off the way it is.
Maybe a little bit of hair, or maybe it's more than a little bit of hair, and maybe it does. If everything else is barren, a hair in the butthole is worth 2 in the stink.
I mean, like, I don't care about hair, I guess.
Oh, either butthole or vajay.
No.
You're calling this guy out for not actually being an ass man.
I just don't think you're a true ass man. Well, I mean,
a true ass man will navigate through. A true fan will actually deal with the hairy situation.
I just don't want to body shame or hair shame anybody. That's a thing, or maybe not, but it could be. And I feel like that's, I don't know.
I mean, I'd walk through sand to watch a football game. So this guy should have to deal with this hairy situation to get to his promised land.
I'm sure, there's not hair like on the actual rim of the asshole, which just seems to be what you want to lick, dog.
You ain't licking it right.
I guess I'm not sure I've ever given like a rim job to somebody with a very hairy ass. I think I have. Probably have. Mom, you did not listen to the podcast, right?
Okay, good. So I can just continue to tell you not to listen or not because you're not listening?
If you are listening, I'll stop. And I'm sorry.
Have you ever had a sandwich with bean sprouts?
Yes.
Okay. So you know how sometimes you take a bite out of it, and what pulls away is this tuft of sprouts.
Yeah.
So let's say this guy is down there. Perhaps he can take
You're
a little...
asking him to bite off her ass hair?
What are you talking about? I didn't even get there yet.
But were you not going to say that?
Yeah, I was going to say that, but don't steal my thunder.
Oh, no, that thunder's all yours, dog.
So you're down there, right?
Oh.
And what you do is you bite off the
Ew.
ass hair.
This is illegal.
You're the butt man. That grosses you out?
Biting off someone's ass hair?
Wow.
Yes, that grosses me out.
Oh, God forbid.
Are you kidding me?
You prude. You're a prude dude. You're a little boy, a big boy, and a man.
I did have my brother pull out my back hair this week, actually.
One by one?
Yeah, he yanked them all out.
With his teeth, actually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I understand that it's hot.
Don't
I'm
get
into
me
the
wrong.
incest. I'm into the teeth pulling.
Is there brother gay porn? Probably, right?
Yeah,
if there's
probably.
brother sister regular porn.
Yeah, probably. I haven't ever gone down that rabbit hole, but I bet it exists.
So this guy, I'm going to say, if I were you, if you're already waxing her and she feels that comfortable with you, I feel like you can either do it without telling her or do it and say, let me flip you around and get the little hair that you have left like down there. You don't have to say it's butt hair. It's like, oh, it actually keeps going.
Right.
Like, who's to say that
Can
it's
I
butt
get
hair?
this too? Yeah, I think there's a way to downplay it. That's true. I also think you could maybe do like, I'm too nervous, I can't wax you, but I want to like pay for you to get a really nice wax because like it's painful probably to do it by yourself. Like get a nice professional one.
Yeah.
And then maybe that's a nice little compromise because you are, if she wants to wax, but it causes her too much pain, but she doesn't want to go to a salon because it's too expensive, then you say, I will pay for you to go to a salon because I enjoy it so much and I don't want you to feel any pain.
And
then when she's at the salon, you say, you slip the waxer at 20. You say,
why don't you get rid of Ursa Minor while you're at it?
I think that's...
Don't forget the Panama Canal.
That's a version of it being okay. It really is complex because, like, you can't be a person who, like, demands somebody do
that.
Yeah, because, like, waxing is a painful experience, and getting your asshole waxed, like, I wouldn't do that for anybody.
Right.
Would you do that for someone?
To wax somebody's butthole?
No, would you have your asshole waxed if your significant other was like, hey, I love licking your asshole, but I want it to be bare?
Can I just
I'm already
like...
doing you a favor by letting you lick it. You want to do that. I think I'm backtracking fully. I don't think you can ask somebody, like, one, can I lick your asshole? Two, can you painfully remove all the hair from it so I can lick it?
If you like getting it licked, then it's like, oh, that's your payment.
Right.
So it's like, oh, you'll lick my butt, I'll make sure it's clean.
I guess it's one of the, it's like the pure heart rule, the expectation.
If everybody's good with it, if everybody's happy, if it makes you crappy.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah. Then why are you so smooth? All right, that's it. Let's get it the fuck out of here. We
gotta get out of here. But
online.
I'm gonna toss and turn with this tonight. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this one's gonna keep me up.
It's like a doctor thinking about the patients that he lost.
If you have your own questions or your own theme song submissions, like Karuna Powers and like Eli and Ricardo, send them all over to ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. We also need Facebook thumbnail submissions. Also, if you're at your computer and you're feeling extra helpful, why don't you subscribe to our show on iTunes?
That still goes a long way.
Yeah, rating and leaving us positive reviews is super, super duper helpful. So if you've done it, thank you guys so much. We have over 1,000 positive reviews, which is great. But the more the merrier, if you're not doing anything. We'd hate to inconvenience you in any way. That's it. Same time next week, everybody. The opening theme song, again, was written by Keenan, a.k.a. Karuna Powers, and this closing one is from Nick and Chris. Good night, everybody, and have a pleasant Thursday.
Gracias.
Monday, I meant.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I killed a dog, and and the dog had sex with my girlfriend. So I emailed Jake. Then I thought I'd email Amir. Jake and Amir are here to tickle your ear and then to fuck your soul into clarity, into clarity. If I were you, into clarity. If I were you, into clarity.
Basically, we closed the door. We knew her dad had a key
To your room.
to both of the rooms. We didn't like close the door or anything. We were just like, let's go. We were just stupid. So, oh no, that's not true. We did close the door, and he had the key to both of the rooms. So Flynn remembers it as we closed the door to the bathroom to, like, we didn't use the thing on the hotel door, like the latch. We like closed the door to meet up with the entrance door.
Okay, so you almost tried to like wedge it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like we closed the door so it was locked, but then we put something else there so like if he opened it, it would like bump into the bathroom door. So we and on top of that, Flynn said like, "Do you want to take a shower?" And like,
Ooh,
of course, why not take a shower? So we get in the shower, start, kissing.
Yeah.
And get it on.
What else? All kinds of stuff about Flynn.
This is a mistake. Let's go back to Dave Matthews.
No. Keep talking about your wife.
So we started doing it, and I'm missing parts of the story. My luggage hadn't come yet either. So like I didn't have any luggage at that point. So the clothes that I took off to get in the shower were the clothes that I had to wear until I got my clothes. I don't know what happened to them, but Flynn remembers that very vividly. So we moved from the shower to the bed, and as we start hooking up on the bed, things grow very quickly, and we started doing it.
Yeah.
And almost instantly, once upon insertion, there's a knock at the door. It's her mom and dad, and they're like, "Hey guys, can we come in?"
That was a HeadGum podcast.